If Indiana gets to the 12, Steve, I know you want to jump on a Deion bandwagon, and I like him as much as you do.
No,
but
you
don't.
You
cannot sit there and tell me that story is bigger than Indiana.
I went in the locker room trying to show him love. He dissed me. He threw shade at me. I'm like, what the fuck I do?
You ready, B?
You feel me? Like, if you played, he played half the clip. His little minions over here trashing me and shit. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Me,
I'm trying
young
to
B, cruising down the west side.
Nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you?
The 03 Bonnie and Clyde.
He's talking about you right now. The locker room. He said all the players are trash.
It's your boy Reggie, ladies and gentlemen, man. I tuned into ESPN on YouTube and I came across a clip from First Take, and they got to talking about the college football playoff and the rankings. So, they had Mad Dog, Chris Mad Dog Russo, Paul Feinbaum, and they had Stephen A. Smith on the panel along with Molly Qerim. And Paul Feinbaum, he took issue with the fact that Indiana was ranked so high and they haven't really played anybody, right? So Chris Mad Dog Russo, he actually agrees. He goes on a rant about how trash the Big 12 is and yada, yada, yada. And then towards the end of the segment, they got to talking about Deion Sanders in Colorado, right? So obviously, Deion Sanders in Colorado, they have a chance to get into the college football playoffs because they have a favorable schedule to close out the year, and they have a very good chance of beating BYU in the Big 12 championship game, and whoever wins that game gets an automatic bid into the college football playoff. So they got to talking about Colorado, and they brought up the point where they were like, is this the greatest story in college football? Now, Chris Mad Dog Russo, he had a very, very interesting take on that particular topic, and he got completely exposed for being a hater once Stephen A. Smith was able to respond.
But I want to go back to something Paul said and get your opinion, Dog, because obviously, Paul, the voice of college football for us here at ESPN, and he just said that if Colorado makes the playoff, that will be one of the great stories in college football history. Mad Dog, your thoughts?
No, I disagree with that. I think if Indiana makes the playoffs, that would be a great story. Colorado's won a championship. They won a championship at Colorado back in 91 or 92. They've won a title. He's done a great job. I understand their record. Indiana, they haven't been anywhere since the 1967 Rose Bowl. That is a terrible football
make up your
factory.
mind.
That guy's done a tremendous job. He's got 11 players from James Madison on his team. If Indiana gets to the 12, Steve, I know you want to jump on a Deion bandwagon, and I like him as much as you do.
No,
but
you
don't. Cannot sit there and tell me that story is bigger than Indiana. That's not fair.
First of all, don't give me a first of all. You're not being fair. You're not being fair to imitate you. So let's get that out of the way first. Secondly, will you make up your damn mind? You just finished minutes ago. You were going off about Indiana and how weak their schedule was and who the hell did they beat? And then now all of a sudden you're talking about it to be the greatest story in history. It's very impressive. 10-0 when they were 9-0 last week before this past weekend. They hadn't won more than 8 games in the season since 1967, the year I was born, for crying out loud. So, of course, I understand where you're coming from, but you killed that notion when you talked about the quality of competition or lack thereof they've gone up against. Meanwhile, here we are looking at Colorado. Primetime rolls up in there. They're 1-11. That's the program he inherits. He wins 3 games. He's screaming at reporters, "Do you believe? Do you believe?" And then proceeds to lose 6 straight and 7 and 8 weeks. Everyone leaves them for dead. They go 4-8 on the season. They come into this year. They're projected, moving from the Pac-12 to the Big 12. They're projected to finish 11th. 11th. And they go out there and they go 7-2. They've locked up second place. They could possibly beat BYU and take the division. On top of it all, make the college football playoffs. The 2 years removed from a 1-11 season, that is one of the biggest stories in college football history. And prime time and the job that he's doing, Coach of the Year, Doggy. Coach of the Year, Travis Hunter, Heisman Trophy winner. Shedeur Sanders, top quarterback pick in the upcoming NFL draft. That's a trifecta, doggy, in case you didn't know.
And Paul, he talks about people bailing out on Colorado last year after the good start. I didn't see Stephen A. on the sidelines after they started to lose some ball games last year and had a terrible season. He was there for the USC game. He was there early in the year, and he took Shannon Sharpe and didn't have to take you and me. But when they started to lose, he washed his hands of Colorado football.
Hold on, time out. Doug,
Don't be a phony.
Paul Feinbaum, you know why. You know why, Paul. Because if I got choices to go certain places, I ain't going to choose to go to Boulder, Colorado.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys just heard what Chris Mad Dog Russo had to say. So, Chris Mad Dog Russo initially says that the Big Ten is trash and that Indiana hasn't really played anybody, right? And then when they bring up the fact that, you know, Colorado is the best story in college football, Chris Mad Dog Russo says, no, it's actually Indiana who's the best story. Like, come on, man, stop it, okay? Like, let's be for real here, man. Indiana is the best story. Listen, bro, Indiana's undefeated. Nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. Deion Sanders, the Colorado football team, right? Shedeur, Travis Hunter. I mean, we just did a story yesterday because they said Shedeur Sanders is now the quarterback that is probably going to get taken first in the NFL draft next year. Travis Hunter, you know, he's in line probably to win the Heisman. And Deion Sanders is in line to win Coach of the Year. So how is Indiana, and no disrespect to Indiana because they've been playing well this year, how is Indiana a better story than Colorado? I mean, it just makes absolutely no sense, man. So, you know, Chris Mad Dog Russo, like I said, the dude he's funny though, man. He's entertaining, but yeah, he got completely exposed and cooked on this particular topic, man. There's no way Indiana is a better or bigger story than the Colorado Buffaloes right now, what they got going on up there in Boulder. Like I said, I went up there for the first game of the season when they played North Dakota State, and yeah, Deion Sanders, I mean, he turned Boulder, Colorado up. You know, I've never even been to Colorado. That was my first time actually going to Colorado, and yeah, I saw everything, like I said, you know, in person, man, and you know, Deion Sanders, like I said, this is the biggest story going right now. I don't know what Paul Feinbaum was talking about, but ladies and gentlemen, you guys let me know, man, in the comment section down below what you guys think is the bigger story, man. Indiana or Colorado? I'm going to catch you guys on the next one, man. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.
Fuck school, cool kids wasn't cool to me. They never really liked me. Being hated isn't new to me, but I get it, cause when you're winning, they isn't. Jealousy has no ending, so pray the Lord forgive them. Every day I gotta thank him for the blessings. Rumors about my life, will I ever address them? I don't know. Worry about your kicks, my nigga, and what are those? Yeah, we don't know. Music nowadays, man, y'all gotta be kidding me. Lyrics was whack, gave him an A for his energy. You tried, my nigga, I would tell you keep it up. But the way my shit sounding, I can't see you keeping up. I'm the new leader of the new niggas. Says a lot about you if you ain't fucking with us. So go on and ask them who the greatest is. And you can keep your 2 cents if you ain't paying the bills. It's real. When it comes to my women, if it's over, then it's over. I'm glad that we in it. She coming back when she see how I'm living. She played games with a nigga, but now that I'm winning, she doing everything I say with no questions asked. I'm sucking on the titties while I'm grabbing the ass. I used to daydream about her back when I was in class. So you know that when I fucked, I came fast and laughed. I'm doing me now, bigger rings for the team now. Trying to tie me down fast, tell her slow it down. Baby girl wanna sit and play house, so I sat on the couch and put this thing in her mouth. How the flow so north, but he raised in the south. Got my family tripping cause they can't figure it out. I can't wait no more, man, the time is now. On my mama, I'ma make her proud. The story is with the first pick in the paper in my hands. Decision.
is with his mom, Gloria. Gloria sacrificed a lot.